Breaking news, the CJN summons Kano Chief Judge, Federal Judge, over conflicting orders. I tell you, now they wake up. It's not that waking up. Okay, so Lukayode Ariwoola, the CJN Chief Justice of the Federation of Nigeria, is now summoning the Chief Judge of Federal High Court and the Chief Judge of Kano High Court for issuing conflicting orders in this case of Kano Emirship tussle. And it is quite unfortunate that the judiciary is ridiculing itself because of party affiliations and sentiments and all of that, which is quite unfortunate. All right. The Federal High Court in Kano, presided over by Justice S.A. Amobida, issued an order for the eviction of Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II from the Kofa Gudu Palace, reinforcing the authority of the 15th Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero. Can you imagine? So the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, has summoned the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court and the Chief Judge of Kano State High Court over conflicting interim injunctions regarding the Kano Emirate, causing uncertainty in the state. So the Federal High Court in Kano, presided over by Justice S.A. Amobida, issued an order for the eviction of the Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II from the Kofa Gudu Palace, reinforcing the authority of the 15th Emir of Kano, Emir Aminu Ado Bayero. Can you imagine? So an order of interim injunction restraining the respondent from inviting, arresting, detaining, threatening, intimidating, harassing the applicant, or infringing on his right is hereby granted, stated Justice Amobida. He added, this order ensures that Emir Aminu Ado Bayero enjoys all rights and privileges accrued to him by virtue of his position. On the other hand, the Kano State High Court, under the jurisdiction of Justice Amina Adamu Aliyu, issued an injunction to protect Muhammad Sanusi and other key figures from potential harassment by state authorities. So this order prevents any interference with the Emir's autonomy and the seizure of key symbols of his authority, such as the twin spear, the royal hat of Dabo, and the ostrich feathered shoes. Oh boy. So now, with all of this happening, Justice Ariwoola is beginning to see what is happening. Now, I know some people have said that, the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court already ruled before now that federal high courts or federal courts do not have jurisdiction or authority over the state matters, like the matters involving the traditional councils and the local government cases. So with all of that, all of those matters that involve traditional councils and the laws of the state are handled by the state-owned courts of the competent jurisdiction. So those courts are the ones, customary courts of state high court. Those are the courts that will handle issues that are pertaining to the state and not federal. So for federal high court to be involved in the chieftaincy tussle in Kano State is cross-carpeting. And what is influencing that is because Ado Bayero has a federal influence. Ado Bayero was put in there by Ganduje, who was then the governor of Kano State and now the APC national chairman. Okay. Now, Ganduje was able to do that then because he was governor and everything was under him. And when Sanusi appealed it in the court, okay, the High Court then ruled that Ganduje should stop what he was doing, but Ganduje did not obey the court order. So why are they disturbing people now? Ado Bayero has gone to meet Ganduje, and Ganduje is trying to pull the federal might trigger to distort the peace that is in the Kano State. And now it's getting out of hand. And in process of that, the Comrade Guazo, the deputy governor of Kano State, had to indict or rather accused the NSA Nuhu Ribadu of masterminding and encouraging Ado Bayero to cause problem in the state. And in the place of that too, I know that the governor of Kano State, Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, had ordered that Ado Bayero should be evicted from Nasarawa Palace and that he should be taken out of the state because right now he's constituting security threat in the state for peace to reign. But in all of that, the Ado Bayero himself went to Federal High Court to secure an injunction that still keep him there. And the police, while the police is also guiding Emir Sanusi, army is guiding Ado Bayero. What right has Federal to interfere with the issues of the state in that matter? Quite unfortunate situation, I must tell you the truth. And now Justice Ariwoola is now reacting to the conflicting court orders from both the Federal High Court, okay, and then the State High Court, contrary to each other and conflicting to each other. This is very bad. All right, somebody saying this is fighting of Royal Rumble. Confusion continues. And some other person saying an order of a Federal High Court was disobeyed by Ganduje when he made Mr. Aminu Ado Bayero the emir, which was not supposed to be. And by doing that, the dethroned emir Aminu Ado Bayero was occupying the throne illegally. Today, the State House of Assembly has done the needful, which reinstated the former Central Bank of Nigeria governor as the emir of Kano, thereby rendering the illegality of Ganduje's administration useless. So indeed, there was a country that like Nigeria. This shows that our courts in the country is fraudulent, which means judgment swings to the highest bidder. Exactly. That is what it has always been. Okay. Some say, thank goodness that the CJN has woken up, hoping that sanity will return to Kano State. Hope that Justice James Omotosho will be the next to be summoned. Exactly. Omotosho should be summoned. I think he has been summoned. He should be the next to be summoned. Exactly. Because Omotosho is the president of the Federal High Court and is not doing what he's supposed to do in this matter. It is very shameful. They should be sanctioned. Maybe there is a new emir of Kano State apart from Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, and Aminu Ado Bayero in some days to come. Even the highest judge do subvert justice. After all, it is a matter of money, of course. And that was what they did during the presidential election when they confirmed Tinubu as the president, even though it was obvious that he didn't win the election. May the pendulum swing in favor of new king Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. That is their foolish reasoning, always wanting to play the victim's card when in actual fact they are their own worst enemies. A court injunction first made by a court of same status must be same guided by sister court of the same status, of course. This APC-CJNO is not going to do anything. That is what they're saying. Why summoning them? They are living the example of your legacies. You people thought you are dealing with innocent Igbo people by bending the known laws to suit whoever you want, forgetting that what goes around comes around. This is the beginning of confusion in the system. There is no peace for the wicked. Now, wow. So listen to yourself. What has Igbo got to do with Kano royal affairs? Tribal jingoist. These people will always cry foul, play brother. Anytime I see them, I just laugh and shake my head. Shake your head, though. Okay? The guy has said it. Where you felt pained, you know exactly what he is talking about. He is talking about the truth. You deserve chilled drink, man. So this is what is happening now. CJN has summoned them. Hopefully they should resolve that matter. And then by the CJN intervention, the Federal High Court should hands off that matter and let the State High Court handle it. Since Justice Omotosho, the president of the High Court, Federal High Court, could not call the Federal High Court under Amodebo at Kano to order, then he should be the next person the CJN should invite, sanction, and call to order. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.